we've been talking about newer loan products that a lot of people don't know about. And you're telling me that somebody who's a senior homeowner can sell their home, move into another home, whether they're downsizing or getting something completely different, and not have any mortgage payments. So it's like almost living for free. So what kind of loan is that? What is it called?
Absolutely, Steve. Isn't that just the opposite of what we imagine a home buying experience to be?
Yes.
Yes, it's called a home equity conversion mortgage.
Oh,
And literally, you can walk into a home that you may perhaps be paying cash for, or perhaps you're putting a big chunk down because you've sold your home with a lot of equity in it. But any mortgage normally that you get is going a monthly payment attached to it. A home equity conversion mortgage does not.
okay. So kind of thinking about my typical client here in the Los Angeles South Bay and the beach cities, a lot of the homeowners who are as I understand it, it's for homeowners who are 62 and over. So it's not for younger folks, unfortunately. But
Correct.
for homeowners 62 and over, if they're thinking of selling their current home, because a lot of people bought their homes in the 70s, the 80s, they paid, three, $400,000 in Manhattan Beach for something that's now worth 2 million. So they can sell that home for 2 million after selling costs and fees and taxes and everything, transfer fees. There may be $1.8 million cash in the bank. So they're probably looking at this and thinking to themselves, why would I bother with this? Because I have 1.8 million in a bank. I'm thinking of maybe that nice community over in Temecula, or joining my friends in Arizona, or even going somewhere somewhere else in the South Bay. I can just pay cash. What do I need this loan for? Is there any advantage for them?
Well, absolutely, because the main obstacle that the older generation has is they're no longer earning income. So they're relying solely on either their pensions, their savings and investments, or some kind of retirement income. And it's about how you use the capital that you have, how you're using your cash. So yes, you may be able to purchase a home outright for say 800,000, but instead of using all of that $800,000, you can use 400,000 for your home, have no mortgage payment, and then you can actually use the other $400,000 to either put back into your investment portfolio, to purchase another property, perhaps with an looking for passive income, a rental unit, a small condo. It's really about, first of all, applying your money, your savings, where you would prefer to apply it, and not having everything tied up in your home's equity value. And the second part is really every single time you pull down from your investments. And now I'm not a financial advisor nor a tax consultant, but there are ramifications for that, for in your taxes, and of course in your portfolio. So this is just another way of having tax-free income from a home equity conversion mortgage. And yeah, it's a different way of applying your own funds. I guess that's really the best way to put it. And
Okay.
everyone, that has a financial advisor, I would really urge you to speak to them and say, what could I do with an extra $400,000 instead of sinking it into my house? Where does that get me? And I just think that's a really interesting conversation to have with your professionals around you.
Right. Okay. So just kind of thinking through a potential scenario for one of my clients who is 62 and over, selling a home in the South Bay.
Yeah.
It could be anything. So they could be selling their home for $2 million and moving into a condo because they want something single story, or a beach bungalow. They prefer something smaller, single story. It isn't necessarily 800,000. It could be 1.5 million. So it could be a downsizing in size, but not necessarily in price, or it could be downsizing in size and price. A lot of folks are, moving out to Arizona, Nevada, the Inland Empire. Um, they could even be upsizing in
Yeah.
price and downsizing in size. So any number of different scenarios. The bottom line is they sell their current home, they buy a new home, And from the proceeds of the sale of their existing home, they put 50% down on the price of the new home, and then no mortgage payments. Now, obviously, my understanding is they still have to make property tax payments. Of course, they've moved their lower property tax value since they're 62 and over to the new property. So, but anyway, property tax payments, any HOA, if they moved into an HOA community, and of course, maintaining the property and living in it as their primary single family residence, not as a rental property or Airbnb. They have to be living there. So
exactly. And homeowners insurance, of course.
And yeah, that's right. Homeowners insurance and no mortgage payment. So
no mortgage payment.
And no mortgage payment. Okay. And then the benefit here, speaking again to my typical client in the South Bay and Beach Cities who is 62 and over, the benefit here is instead of taking all of the proceeds from the sale of their current home and moving a huge amount of it, potentially all of it or some of it into another home, they only have to move 50% of the price of the new home. And the rest of it, they can reinvest. They can,
they can do whatever they want with it.
Buy another property. They can do whatever they want with it. It's their money.
Exactly.
Okay.
And there's another really important part of this, and that is in this transition from moving from one property to another, especially if you're moving location rather than downsizing in value and price, you have to still qualify in a lot of aspects, in a lot of scenarios. You may not have enough cash to put down to pay for that home fully. And so you're going to have to qualify for a forward mortgage, any kind of regular purchase mortgage. You have to be able to have the income to qualify to make that payment. Again, with a home equity conversion mortgage, there's no income qualification. And so it really eliminates that obstacle for a lot of people who are on a fixed income now, perhaps, as I mentioned, just with their pension and their Social Security income.
This sounds amazing. So if they have questions, if anyone has questions watching this video, either for themselves or for a parent or a relative, they think this might be a good idea for, what should they do? Should they reach out to you?
Absolutely. Every situation is its own unique case. And so everyone, we need to make sure, first of all, that they qualify and that this is something that makes sense for them. I think that a lot of seniors now are living, shall we say, paycheck to paycheck because the cost of living is so high. And then there's other people that this may not necessarily be a value for them. So each situation is unique. We need to qualify everybody based on that. And absolutely, just a quick phone call. I think it's 5 or 6 questions that I need answered, and we will have a really good starting position to be able to offer options for people at least.
Okay. And of course, we would coordinate on the process of getting the current home sold and then identifying the next home and then bringing everything together with this home equity conversion mortgage. So any questions, your contact information is coming right up. And my contact information is also right here. And of course, you can ask any questions by commenting below. And of course, if you found this information interesting, useful, helpful, please like the video and also subscribe to this channel. Any closing thoughts?
No, Steve, I just think this is a tool, a loan product, a vehicle, financial vehicle that's going to help a lot of seniors. In this situation, of course, we're speaking to people that have a lot of equity in their homes. But I just want those people that are struggling with their current mortgage payments, that maybe it's just becoming too burdensome for them. They need to reach out to us too and just see if this is an idea that would work for them.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Sasha, and thank everyone for watching. And we will see you next time on the next video.
Thanks, Steve.
So my name is Steve Enchin with Beach Cities Living, brokered by eXp Realty. And I am here to help you with your real estate questions and needs in the Los Angeles South Bay and the beach cities of Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, and Redondo Beach. If you have any questions about selling or buying a home here in our beautiful beach cities, I would be truly honored to help you with that.